Alright guys, I want to explain some of the setups I've been using with up shadow for getting the most amount of block advantage. Okay, the first thing you guys need to know is up shadow on block is always going to be at least +4. As you can see, Noob jumps earlier before Melina can move. Now the cool thing about the up shadow is the farther away from your opponent you are, the more advantage it's going to be on block. So let's say I do it from a distance. As you can see, Noob jumps up in the air a lot earlier than he did before, because at that point he's at probably +10. That's the cap of the advantage using the distance. The least is +4, and you get it all the way +10 depending on the distance you do it on. So I've been messing around with the distance, and I found that he actually does have some setups in getting that distance. Like let's say using 2-1, this string, as when you do it, when you do 2-1, the second hit, Noob shifts his hurt box backwards, and he has this clone attack with the hitbox in front of him. Now, if you link up shadow from that, as you can see, he gets the max distance up knee. So he's at +10. And also, I found out doing back 1. Again, his shadow is the one that's doing the hurt box, and you can't really hit that because it's sort of an invincible move. If you link up shadow from there, you get the +10 from range. So you know, when you're playing footsies with your opponent, when you got them to respect your shadows, and you know they're blocking, playing cautiously, you can play footsies and get that. Now, another way in getting the +10. Well, this is even better. This is going to be +11, because enhanced up shadow, since you're able to make contact with your opponent on stand block farther than you normally can with a normal up shadow, because of the range it has, the maximum amount of advantage you're going to be off of that is +11. So some setups I've found for the enhanced up shadow is 1-2 up shadow, that's +11. As you can see, huge advantage. Another one is back 2-4 up shadow. Whoops. And the last one is back 1-2-4 up shadow. And these all leave you at huge advantage, and they push the opponent at mid-screen, leaving you at +11. Now I don't know about you guys, but I would use a bar to keep a character like Cage fucking half screen away from me while being at advantage. I'll use a bar for that. And now another thing is, when using this setup, keeping your opponent away at +11, now you have the mix-up of are you going to throw a shadow immediately after or not. Now when you throw a shadow immediately after, since you're at +11, your opponent's going to have to jump immediately in order to, dodge the up shadow. Dodge the forward shadow. So now that you know that one of the key options to getting around it is jumping, you can bait that by doing this, not immediately throwing your shadow, just waiting for your opponent to jump and then anti-airing them, and then sending them back, away from you.